All right, Jeff, Joe, and Jim. I'm standing in the property located on Victoria Street. I figure since you guys won't get an opportunity to see it necessarily, I'd take a video for you. So here we go. Okay, what you're seeing, I'm at the one end of the building looking down through the length of the outside of the plant. Okay, I'm gonna pan over here on the wall. Okay, as I walk forward, you will see. Okay, here's our transformer, here's all our power. Okay, and this is the wall facing the street. So this is actually the wall facing not Victoria, but the cross street, which I forget what it is off the top of my head, but there's power. I'll slide down here a little bit. As you can see, here's the thing for the sprinkler system. All right, and if you look at the pipe, I'm gonna zero in on it right now. This pipe right here, that is a 2-inch incoming water line. And I did double check it. We flushed the toilet and heard water running through it, so that's a 2-inch incoming water line. There's your sprinkler system, okay? At the far end is your double docks, and there's a step-down transformer right here. I'm gonna walk you down real quick and show you the docks. The docks are at the end of the building, and they're actually enclosed inside the building, and they're below ground level. So when the guys back up, they will be ground level to the warehouse floor. So here's your docks. We can get 2 trucks in here, and they have load levelers on them already. All right, so there's the 2 docks. I'm gonna pan back out. If you'll notice over here, we have a hard plumbed in shower, a hard plumbed in eye wash station. There's a single roll-up door for unloading or loading, and then here would be a receiving office, okay, at the far wall. Now I'm gonna pan back and show you the whole building. Okay, to give you an idea of the overall size of the building. Joe, I'm sending you all the dimensions on a CAD CAM drawing, so you'll get the whole overview of what the actual dimensions for everything are. If you'll notice, it's got high ceilings. It is wooden beams though, guys. It's not steel beams, it is wooden beams. And then it's got these steel reinforcement pipes running through the length of the building. Okay? So that's pretty much a shot of the warehouse itself. I'm assuming what we would probably do is I pan around. You know, this is where all the power and electricity, water and everything is coming in. I couldn't find the sewer to find out much detail on that, but there we go, that's that. So as we walk up, I'll show you the office space real quickly. Bear with me, guys. I know this is kind of awkward doing it this way, but I figure at least you can see what's going on. So what we have here would probably be the plant manager's office. As you can see, okay, pretty nice sized space here. It's got windows that would allow him to look out into the entire facility from his office. This office does not adjoin to the main offices, it's secured from that, but here you can see you could actually have the plant manager in here. And we have this space here, which is this room. I don't know exactly what you'd use it for, maybe a storage room, something like that, I don't know. But that's where all the phone jacks and everything used to be, so I think they had the phones and maybe the server room in here. Here's some additional office space. You can take a look at, nothing major. Again, don't know exactly, a plant supervisor eventually or something like that. So that's the space that we have here. And I'll take a back shot so you can kind of see what it looks like from out in the warehouse. As you can tell, the floors are already sealed. So that's one less thing we'd have to do because the floors are sealed. But there's the offices that I just showed you. This being what would be the plant manager's office. Over here, plant supervisor, an additional office. And then in the back could be a storeroom or something like that. Panning over this way, we have what would be the associate break room. It's access from either the plant or from the main offices. Oh, I'm sorry, this would be the service guys room. Sorry guys, I'm off base here, I run one office early. This would be the room for the CRRs. Looks into the plant, and then there's an office right behind it with a sliding glass window that we could probably make the service manager's office. So here you can see, but relatively clean, nice, air conditioned, sprinkler heads, Jeff, Joe, everything's sprinklered, the whole building is sprinklered. Coming into the next office, or the next space, this would be the associate break room. The only concern here is there's no plumbing in here. It's got counter space and everything and cabinet space, but there's no plumbing, so one of the things we'd have to do is get a sink and everything in here, fridge and all that fun stuff. But this is a nice, well-lit associate break room. Access from the plant to the main office. Coming out the second door, you have a ladies' room here. Another door back into the plant. There's an electrical panel here. Okay, this is walking back towards the front office. This would probably end up being the conference room. As you can see here, nice size space for the conference room. Windows looking out onto the street. Very upbeat, very positive. This would be the service manager's office, which works well. From here with these windows, he can actually see out into the building to see when his guys are coming in, and it's adjacent right here to the CRR's room, the driver's room. So again, I don't know any of this set in stone. I'm just kind of putting names on rooms so you can kind of get a feeling for what they are. So you'd have plant manager, plant supervisor, the plant office is out there. This space would be service manager. This space would be for the CRRs. This I'm looking at potentially being the conference room. The only thing we may want to do is put a wall right here, from here to the window, to make an office for the receptionist, because the receptionist really doesn't have an office. And I don't know if we'd want to put something in the reception area. It's kind of noisy out there. But even if we put a wall here with a door, we'd still have ample room for a conference room. So this is the hallway leading down to the other end of the building. This is the front entrance, the foyer. So this is where potential associates would come in. If we had to do a plant tour, this is where folks would come in. And this looks out onto Victoria Street. We're actually at the corner of Victoria and Wilmington. So this is basically the foyer. There's the property map. And then the receptionist would sit on this, on the other side of this window and greet incoming people. Further moving along, here's a little coffee bar, or an area for a little coffee bar for the people in the front office or whatever. Cabinets, sink, whatever. Further down the hall, we have a little storage closet here. I don't think there's a light, so I can't show you, but there's a storage closet here. It's sprinklered as well. Here would be, I believe, the general manager's office. Carpeted, everything's nice, painted well, well lit. And then there's an outside entrance here to get out of the building as well from here. Little closet for this office. Then we have the office men's room. Again, no big deal, it's just a bathroom. Okay, no biggie. Additional office space in here. Okay, maybe who's ever doing accounts payable or something like that, or could additionally be a storage room. Then there's another office back here that looks out onto the other street. So that's pretty much in the office. So you're looking at really basically a plant. So there's a fair amount of office space, probably a little bit too much, but some of it could be used for storage and then for further growth. Now I'm coming out. This would be the back entrance to the warehouse from the general manager's office, but then you can come out here. Safety ladder here that we'd have to work with to get up to the hot water heater and all that fun stuff. This is the long view of the building. So you can see from here it's the whole way down there. And there's the other office. That would be like a receiving office, something like that. Check-in, soiled weight, that type of thing. We could have the computer set in there for the L-track. Whole length of the building, and then there is an emergency exit back here at the back of the building as well. Barbara's standing back here, so no big deal. Hi, Barbara. All right, and this would be an emergency exit that exits out onto the street. Nothing much to show you there. I'm going to put the tape on hold for a minute, and then I'm going to go outside and show you the outside of the property.